Hey, Tim Frisch with a Frisch Perspective here. I just did a video recently on the Legacy Standard Bible, which is an update of the New American Standard Bible. And this is a project that was just announced by Pastor John MacArthur on April 1st. And I was really surprised at the response that I got from the video that I did. We have like close to 2,000 views in just a few days, which for my channel is quite a bit. So obviously this is a topic of interest and intrigue to people. They're very curious about the Legacy Standard Bible. So I thought it would be good to do a follow-up video because one of the big questions that's coming out right now is this a joke? So I want to talk about whether this is a joke or whether John MacArthur is serious that there is going to be a Legacy Standard Bible. I also wanted to mention a project that I'm going to be working on in relationship to Bible translation. So that's what's coming up in this video. So John MacArthur's announcement about the Legacy Standard Bible is found at gracechurch.org. I put a link to it up in the description of the last video that I did on this subject. But when people went to look it up, I think they were unaware that it's not actually at the beginning of the video that he makes the announcement. So if you look at the midweek message on April 1st, it's kind of in the middle of that. It's at about 7 minutes and 20 seconds into the video that he actually starts talking about the Legacy Standard Bible project. So the question is this a joke? Is he being serious when he makes this announcement? Well, there are a few reasons I would say that point to this really not being a joke. But people are confused, I think, because he did make the announcement on April 1st. And I actually had a comment on Facebook. Someone said, you do realize he made the announcement on April 1st, right? Like, obviously, this is a joke, right? Well, it's not a joke. And I think you can see it's not a joke because, well, first of all, if you look at the whole video, he's actually giving the names and the people that are involved in the project. I mean, he's giving specifics about this. I think if this was a joke, he wouldn't have gone into all the detail about it. So he gives the names, he talks about when it's going to be released and how it's going to be released in, I think, the Psalms and Proverbs first and then the full edition after that. So, I mean, he gives some real details there that, this is the kind of thing you're going to say if you're really going to produce this. He also talks about getting permission from Lockman. I mean, that's the real deal. They've actually worked on this. The timing of it, with the NASB 2020, I don't think it's a mistake that they're coming out with this edition, which is really more of a conservative edition of the NASB. But also, if you look at the whole video, I mean, he talks about other things, because this is just his midweek message to Grace Community Church. So he's talking about, other things that are going on in his life and in the church. And then he gets to the middle of the video and he starts talking about this project. And then I think he goes on to other things afterwards. So, I mean, it's really just sandwiched into other announcements. So it's not a joke. But I will say, if this was a joke, if he was just doing this to troll us and to create a hubbub, then he is a master at jokes. What a prank that would be. But no, this isn't a joke. I think all indicators tell us that the LSB is a real thing. One other thing, too, is that James White, well-known Christian apologist, also talks about the LSB. So he's heard about it, and he's obviously taking it as fact, as a true thing. So I think when you put it all together, it's pretty clear it's not a joke. So I'd love to keep talking about that. Obviously, it's a topic that people really are interested in, and so that's why people are watching videos like this. So I'd love to keep talking with you about the Legacy Standard Bible and getting your thoughts on it. But I wanted to also mention about a project that I'm working on, and I'm really, really excited. I've had the idea to do this, but since I've talked in my videos about Bible translation, I know it's a topic that people are interested in and often have a lot of questions about. So I want to produce a simple guide to Bible translations to help people to know more about the different translations, just a little bit about them, and also to help them to choose one that's good for them. So I would like to hear in the comments if that's a project that you would like to someday get in your hands. Is that a booklet that you would like to have? And are there questions that you have about Bible translations that might be good for me to try to answer? I'm not sure I can answer every question in a booklet like that because I'm trying to keep it simple. There's a lot of scholarly books out there, large volumes that, if you really want to get deep into the subject of Bible translation, you can read those. But for the average everyday person who just, they look at all those Bibles on the shelf at the bookstore and they're like, I don't know which one to choose. I don't even know what all these letters on the Bibles even mean. So I want to just help the average everyday person to understand more about Bible translations and how to choose a good one for them. So I just wanted to let you know about that guide to Bible translations that I'm working on. And I'd love to hear if that's something that you'd be interested in getting a copy of once I produce it. Thank you again for watching my videos. I'm still learning, still trying to build my channel and my audience. So please subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can find out when I'm putting out more videos. But also, please share about this channel with others. And if there's a video you particularly like, share it on social media, because YouTube will tell people about my channel to a certain extent and make suggestions, but YouTube only goes so far. And so really the best thing is for people who like these videos to share them with others. So that would really help me out. But again, I'm so glad that we can talk about things like this and cover interesting topics like the Legacy Standard Bible, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. And thank you so much for listening to some of my thoughts from a fresh perspective.